Hello everybody and welcome to your Friday Maths Challenge. Just to get us thinking and warmed up, I've written today's date in Roman numerals. Can you convert that into our number system? Can you convert that and write that in our date? Have a go now. Pause the video if you need to. Okay, here it is. Our date for today is the 12th of the 6th, 2020. So the 12th of June, and we're going to do something a little bit different today, a little bit different to the other maths lessons we've had this week. We're actually going to apply what we've been learning about, particularly about the 24-hour clock, to try and solve a problem. So let's have a look at our can I question. Can I work systematically to solve a problem involving the 24-hour clock? Let's just take a closer look at this word here. Systematically. So we can think about that as meaning working methodically, working clearly, so not just in a random order, so that other people can read our workings clearly. We can spot and show patterns to others. So really working using a system, working carefully and efficiently through a problem, rather than just all over the place, because then it makes it a lot more difficult to spot patterns. So we're going to focus on that today. Let's take a look at the problem. It's called 5 on the clock. On a digital clock showing 24-hour time, okay, like we looked at yesterday, over a whole day, how many times does a 5 appear? Well, we've got 24 hours in the whole day. We know we've got 60 minutes in that day. That's really important that we apply that knowledge we've learned about. And the question is asking, how many times does the number 5 appear? Here's some questions for you to think about, and then I'll suggest a way that you might want to get started with this problem. So have a think. When does 5 appear in the minutes display? So we've got our 2 minutes displays here. When does the 5 appear in the minutes display during the 24-hour clock? And when does 5 appear in the hours display? So we've got here and here our hours display. Have a think about that. Now, how will you know that you've got all the different times? I'm sure you can probably think about some times where 5 appears straight away. So for example, in my head I'm thinking, oh, I know that 5's going to appear at 5:15 in the morning, and that appears 2 times. I also know that it could appear at 5:05 in the morning. I can think of lots of different times very quickly, but is that me working systematically? I'm bound to miss some of the 5's out. So you need to think of a system of how you're going to work. It's really important as well to just clarify one thing. So for example, 15:55, so 55 minutes past 3 in the afternoon, that counts as 5 appearing 3 times, not just once. So for example, like I just showed you, if as well I had 0505, that counts as 5 showing twice. So remember, our question is, how many times does 5 appear? So that would count as 2 times. Now, you might want to start by thinking about the minutes. How many times 5 appears in the minutes section every hour. You might want to think about how many times 5 appears in the hours section every hour. You might want to use this teaching clock here. If you go onto this website, www.topmarks.co.uk/time/teaching-clock, I'll show you it now. You might want to start from 0-100 hours, and so that would count as once. Work through systematically on this clock, okay? You might want to think about that. All right. So you could use this clock to help you. That might help with working systematically. You might want to think about how often 5 appears in every hour in that minute section as well. Just some clues to help get you started. All right, I'm really excited to find out how many times you think 5 appears in the 24-hour clock. It will be great if you could take a photo and upload it to Class Dojo, and then we might be able to compare our answers between the classes in year 4. Okay, so make sure you post a photo for me. And as an extension, I've just got a further question here. See if you can do that for me as well. Is it the same number for a 12-hour digital clock over a whole day? So I want you to think about the 24-hour clock, and then, just as a little extension, is that the same number for a 12-hour clock over a whole day? All right, everybody, good luck, and remember to work systematically, clearly and carefully.